Yo, what it do, y'all? Just want to give a special shout out to the AI Code King. I love your content over here. I just love everything you do in terms of the community. I just want to give you a heads up and shout out. Please, please, please go run over there to AI Code King. If you haven't, go like, comment, and subscribe. I'm only giving my insight on this video and utilizing the tools that he's given us to the community for free. So all he does, show some respect, pay your dues, just go like and comment on his page. Without further ado, let's hop right into it.
Hi, welcome to another video. So, recently, many app generators are popping up. First, there was the Cerebrus Coder, then there was the Grok app generator, and now we have another one, Gemini Coder. Gemini Coder is not actually by Google, but it's a hobby project by one of their employees. As you can see, this interface is hosted on Hugging Face Space, and you can use it through here. This is a fork of LlamaCoder. If you remember that, it only supported the Together AI API models because it was by Together AI. But since it was open source, they have just used that and replaced the API stuff with the Gemini ones. So, anyway, the code of this is also open sourced, and you can also run it locally if needed. That's good as well, and I'll tell you how to set it up locally. Now, let's first have a look at Gemini Coder itself. But before we do that, let me tell you about today's sponsor, PhotoGenius AI. PhotoGenius AI is an all-in-one AI-powered art generator that allows you to type anything
So Photo Genius AI is not what I'm interested in. It's too much image generators. Go look on a video yourself. We're just here for one thing.
with it. So, this is Gemini Coder, and here you can type in your prompt. Here, you have the models that you can select, like 2.0 Flash or 1.5 Pro and stuff like that. It's all free on their demo, and you don't need to give any API key or anything here. Anyway, let's write a simple prompt to make me an app that shows 4 cards, which, when clicked, reveal a quote. I'm selecting 2.0 Flash here. Now, let's send it. Once we send it, you can see that it starts working on it. And this is the main response thing where we'll see the response. Gemini 2.0 Flash is pretty fast as well. So, if we wait for just a little bit, you can see that the code is now generated and it's now done. Here, we have the code as well as the application. The application works fine, just like we wanted, which is great. The code is React, so that's also good because Grok
Server
AppGen and
side.
Cerebrus Coder could only code in HTML, but this can actually code in React.
A lot of that's what I'm realizing. A lot of things code in HTML, CSS. That's because it's easy to generate code for those syntaxes, or I guess those languages. It's a syntax. Um, and coding in like a language that's like Python, React, that's it's not that you can't. It's like the libraries isn't as vast as some of those languages. Like I'm pretty sure Java and stuff like this, there's a lot of tools if you train it on the stuff that you need it for specifically. Again, specifically to you or the code or the company. And I feel like you'd have a better time or experience building out the app, being that it only has but certain queries to like backtalk you or give you banter with. So it's like unlocking the key. Eventually, you'll find a master key and get in the room.
Which is what many of us would like to have. This comes in handy to build some front-end components and everything like that. You can also refresh it or open it up in Sandbox as well. So you can just click the Open in Sandbox thing, and it will fire up the code sandbox where you can view the code, edit it, or download it as well, which is also really good to use. Now, one thing that you cannot do is ask for changes, which is a bummer for sure. So, you'll need to stick with the first generation, or you'll need to modify the previous prompt to get the generation you want, which is also fine, and I won't complain. Let's try to make something else with it as well. Let's ask it to make me a playable synth keyboard. Now, once we send it again, you can see that it starts generating the stuff. Let's wait a bit here as well. The code is generated here, and it seems that it's now done, and the preview is loading over here. And we have the synth keyboard here. If we play this, it also works fine, although the sounds are a bit muted. So, there's that, but it's still great to use. You can also do the same thing here as well, like opening it up in a sandbox and stuff like that. But now, let me show you how you can use it locally as well, if you wish to. You can just click the GitHub repo link, and this will take you here. Now, here, just copy this git clone command, and then go to your terminal and paste it in there. It will get the repo cloned on your computer. Once it has been cloned, just get in the folder and create an env file. Now, open it up and enter your Gemini API key. You can get it for free by just going to Google AI Studio and creating an API key for free. So, just do that, and once that's done, you can just save it and come back and run the npm install command, and this will get the required packages installed in a bit.
Word.
Once that's done, you can just run it by using the npm run
Run
command,
dev.
and it will
Word.
get started on localhost with a port. Just open it up, and you'll see it here. You can now select
Word.
the model you want to use and ask it to make anything. Let's ask it to make me a good-looking string encryption tool app that uses MD5. Let's send it and see. So, it starts generating the stuff, and it's fast as well. If we wait a bit, you can see that the code is now generated, and the preview is loading. It also uses Code Sandbox like the hosted one, although you don't need to have an API key for this. So, I do think that there might be some limits on that, but I'm not sure about the limits because I couldn't find any resources with the exact limits. Anyway, this also works well, and we have the app here, and it is also working well. So, that's super cool, and that's basically how you can use it. I think that it's good to see this, as it surely has some utility, because you can create some front-end components easily with it, and it also supports React, which means that it is surely compatible with most of the web applications we have these days. The best part is the hosted one because it's free, and you don't need to have any kind of API key or anything, which is pretty great to see. It's similar to LlamaCoder because it is a fork of it, but I like it because LlamaCoder currently only has Llama 3.3 and I prefer Flash over Llama 3.3. You weren't able to use it with that without messing around, and at
Hey,
least
that's
we have a good
fire.
implementation of it here.
Nah,
That's
yeah,
great
for
as well.
sure.
I haven't encountered any rate limits as of.
Actually, so in terms of rate limits, some of the stuff when it comes out is free, and then they add the paywall after when they scale it up. Um, Great fucking video, AI Code King. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all stay tuned till the end. He shows you how to set it up, get it going. For me, myself, I've already made my own Jarvis, or at least I tried to, and it stayed on my laptop after I tried to delete it gruesomely, and it probably is still living on my server or my laptop somewhere. But nonetheless, I didn't want to utilize it during this video. Normally, I go into videos and do it hands-on. Previous, I did it with Trulio, with 3D Mesh app. I do it with OpenAI when it comes to describing LLM in different forms and use cases. This time I just didn't feel the need to do it. Try it out for yourself. Hugging Face has a free playground. And right now, just like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned in because I'm bringing you all the newest news and giving you guys all this tongue twisting and giving you guys all the newest trick. You know, making sure I go over LLMs and everything. Those will be in later videos. Right now, I'm just getting a repetition going, making sure I'm providing to the community that's providing to me.